Hey guys, so today I want to talk about BitWarden. It is a robust password manager designed for personal use and it is available on all major operating systems like Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, iOS, and it also has some browser extensions so you can use it without installing any additional applications on your PC if that's something you're opposed to. And it allows secure storage of passwords. It has some tools like password generation, two-factor authentication, browser integration. You can host it locally if you're concerned about privacy and storing data on cloud. It has vault organization. It you can uh, you know uh, store secure notes and attachments. You can audit password health, where you check if a password is strong enough or not. And then there's emergency access. There's there's a bunch of feature and it's completely free, at least for personal use. So as you can see here, you have all the functions of basic password, any other password manager you can think about, and then some more. And the best part is it's completely free for personal usage, and I think you can also get uh, family you can log in on multiple devices, so you can basically use this as a family password manager as well. There's also premium options, but you really don't need any of those to get started and use it for however long you choose to, because they claim at least from I've been using it for well over 1.5 2 years, and I've never had to pay a dime, and this is the best thing I've downloaded in terms of software easily in the past 5 years, I would say. Uh, and for and the way the things are going, you have to create accounts for basically everything online. It's quite hard to keep up with all the passwords, and using the same password for each and every website is not the smartest choice, because if somehow your personal data is leaked on one website, all your credentials are vulnerable to attack, and that's not a good day. Trust me, it's not a good day. And what Bitwarden allows you to do is save all those password in one vault. Like it's a virtual vault. It's not. It's basically the idea of having a safe in your house, which has a master password, and you keep sensitive data inside of it. Right. All you need is a master password to access your login credentials to other websites from that vault. Now, I'll show you here for personal use. It's completely free. As you can see here, sign up for free now. And that's not it. I'll show you pricing here. For business, it uh, starts from $6 per month per user. All right. Which for an enterprise, I can see that it's pretty cheap, because your business is your you know source of income. So spending $6 per month shouldn't be really a you know hurdle if you care about privacy. But business use is beyond the scope of this video and my knowledge about this business side of things. So I'll focus on personal use. As you can see here, for it's free forever. You don't pay anything for personal use. You get access to your Bitwarden account on unlimited devices. There's no limit. There are some softwares that you can use on one device and not others, or you have to pay for using it on multiple devices. Not with Bitwarden. If you create an account, I personally use Bitwarden on 3 different devices: my laptop, my 2 phones, and even my mother uses it. I encouraged my mother to use password because it's quite difficult to keep up with all those passwords. All right, so you get access to unlimited devices, passkey management, all the core functions. What are the core functions? So you can store your username, your actually I'll show you. I will just uh, log in here. And as you can see in the vault, you can store as many login credentials as you want. And for features, what you get is first there's a tools tab. You can generate passwords and usernames like so. You can choose the length of the password. You can choose if it's alphanumeric or not, if it's case sensitive or not. You can avoid ambiguous characters, which some sites do not allow. And then you can import your data from other accounts, or if you have you know JSON .json file of saved passwords, you can import it here and it'll work. You can export this all your passwords in a .json file format to keep a, I don't know, if you want to print it out or keep a local copy of it, you don't want to trust cloud storage for whatever reason, it's up to you. And then there's your I already show you your vault. You go to account settings. Here you can change your name, your email, and everything. In security features, you can change your master password here. Two-step login. So this is something we have to talk about a little bit more. You can have two-step authentication. I have turned on Google Authenticator here. BitWarden suggests against it, as you could permanently get logged out of your BitWarden account if for some reason you don't remember your Google password. So and you don't have access to your authenticator app on your primary phone, some for whatever reason, maybe you broke it or something. So you can generate recovery codes. I won't show it here because for privacy reasons I cannot show you my recovery codes. And then you have keys. You can Here you can set KDF iterations and KDF algorithm. What is KDF? KDF is key derivation function. What it does is it encrypts a set of data. Let's say the letter A into a cryptographic form. For example, let's take the example that if 1 is 2, then 2 is 4, right? So the cryptographic method here becomes that 1 is 2. That means the multiple 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, and then 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So the I'm just giving a very crude example here. So that's not exactly how KDFs works, but that's the gist of it. And KDF iterations are basically how many, let's say, uh, it basically means, all you have to understand is higher the KDF, higher the encryption of your password. So if your password character length is 12 characters and your KDF iterations is 100,000, so you have encrypted that 12 character password into 100,000 iterations. So it would be much more resilient to brute force attacks, where a malicious actor may try to brute force into your account, try multiple passwords, you know thousands and thousands of passwords. It will take much longer for them to get access, and that might give you enough time to act upon securing your account further. So there are two kinds of algorithm available here. There's Argon 2ID and SHA 256. I won't go into the technical details of those, primarily because I'm not, you know, well versed on these. So I won't pretend I am. But uh, the basic thing is, I've set this warning away, visible here so that I can show it to you. And you can see if I change it to something, say 800,000, and I change KDF, I'll have to enter my master password again, which I will do right now. Don't worry, guys. I will hide this. I mean, eh, I will blur this in the real video because I don't want to show my master password to anyone. And as a good. So okay, I'll deal with this later. I don't want to show my password, so I won't dwell on this for long. Then you can go to preferences. You can set your vault timeout. How long does it take for your vault to time out automatically, similar to your screen lock. And then what happens at vault timeout action? Does it just lock, or does it completely log out you? You have to then re-authenticate everything, go through the whole login process again, which I think is safer, but I I believe most people would choose lock over logout. And then you can choose your language. Then here comes subscription. You can also have uh, encrypted cloud storage with Bitwarden, and premium membership starts from $10. Excuse me. It starts from $10 a year, and every gigabyte added has it costs around $4, as you can see here. So if I add another uh, gigabyte of storage, it's $4. So that's a total of 14. And like so, you can go up. You can pay with any method you prefer. Then there's this domain rules. I'm not quite sure how this works, and so we won't get into this. Then you can add some emergency contacts, which is a premium feature. I would have liked to see it being a non-premium feature, but oh well, for what it's worth, you get way more than any other, password managing software allows you to get. Among premium features, you have exposed passwords, right? It'll tell you if some of your passwords were found in a data breach, similar to something that Google gives, but within Bitwarden. Then, if you have reused the same password in multiple websites or applications, it'll uh, yeah, search for that and let you know. Then it'll automatically audit your passwords, how strong or weak it is. Then it'll also warn you about insecure websites which do not use HTTPS protocol. And then if you have inactive two-step logins for certain applications or websites that you have already saved into your Bitwarden vault. So why you should choose an open source password management system over something, let's say LastPass or anything like that. I'm not knocking down those, but here's the thing. You might question, why should we trust an open source one, and what is the collateral for them if they choose to, be a malicious entity. So first of all, here comes I, you know, I'd like to quote a comment on Reddit, which is a really insightful comment, and you should think about it. It comes down to axiomatic trust. At some point in time, you just have to understand that you cannot do everything on your own and have to trust a third party. And opposed to being, you know, if you're thinking about what's the interest of Bitwarden providing this free service if they don't have any malicious intent, of leaking my password or accessing my personal data. Well, then you have to think about what's the incentive for let's say a paid software to do the same. They could be doing the same. They take your money and sell out your data anyway. We've seen those kind of cases all the time. There have been data breaches and cases of companies selling. I won't name specific companies because I don't want to get in litigious trouble with any of those brands, but I'm sure you can search it up on Google and find out about the companies that have acted in such malicious fashion in the past. And so the thing is, at least with the open source project, and you have the you have the ability to audit it yourself. You can have someone check it. If you don't have the technical inclination of checking it yourself, you have at least the ability to do it, and that's worth more than money. You at least have the freedom. You do not have that with a closed source application or software. You just cannot. You just have to trust them while also paying the company. You also pay the company, you also trust the company. And Yeah, there's a bit of a social stigma that people think that if you were paying for something, it must be secure, it must be better, but that's usually not the thing. I've come to realize that most things that uh, you pay for, they often lead to disappointment. They will they have the power to change terms and services without you having any say in it. And I'm not saying Bitwarden cannot do that, but this is by far the best solution as of now available for users that cannot afford or do not want to pay for a premium password manager. And there's an application for Windows, which I'll show you here. There. So this is the application available for Windows. You can get it on the Windows Microsoft App Store and log into it. Use it to manage everything. You can save your debit and credit cards here, your ID cards, have secure notes. You can organize all these accounts and folders. For example, I have so many Google accounts because I manage accounts for other people as well. So you can have a separate Google folder to manage those passwords, separately, so that not everything gets cluttered. Uh, I for now can manage all these in just one folder, so I have not taken the time to organize all of this. I'll also show you the mobile application available for it. I use it on my Android here. You can download it from the Play Store. The publisher is Bitwarden and Corporation. For Windows, it's 8-bit solutions. And for me, at least, I do trust Bitwarden. I'm not vouching it for you, but in my humble opinion, this is the best solution available for uh, most people. Hey guys, so I forgot to mention that this video is in no shape or form sponsored or influenced by Bitwarden itself. This is out of my own personal thought and interest that I am making this video and suggesting you guys to use Bitwarden as a password manager. And let me show you how you can, add a credential list. So you click on this plus icon, then you choose what kind of credentials these are. Let's say login. Then you name it, which will appear in your dashboard. Then you enter your username, then your password. You can have URIs set up for this, which will allow you to get these, uh, small thumbnails and icons, so that you can visually uh, identify sorry, which credential you're looking for, without wasting any time. Visual information is faster than anything else. So that, and then you can choose which folder it goes to. I don't have any folder set up. And if you want it to prompt a master password to view the password again, any special notes for it, and then you can have custom fields. It could be text, hidden, a boolean, a link, and whatnot. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's a it's a big quality of life improvement. You don't have to remember hundreds of password about login credentials. And yeah, I think I'll end the video there. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.